Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us for today's episode of RHI, your weekly dose, RHI stories of courage, hope, attitude, and inspiration, brought to you by our awesome sponsors, Wilson Kehoe Winningham. They've been longtime sponsors of the RHI Foundation, which is so appreciated because as a nonprofit hospital, we can't provide the best rehabilitation in the state of Indiana without the support of philanthropy. So it is through the gifts of donors like Wilson Kehoe Winningham and many, many other sponsors as well as other donors that allow us to do all that we do here to help change lives. Today we have some wonderful guests. My name is Mindy Fox. I'm the Executive Director of the RHI Foundation. And joining me is Jim VanCuren and his son Jeff VanCuren. Thank you so much for coming in and opening your lives up and sharing with other people your story of CHI, courage, hope, attitude, and inspiration. So let's start with sharing how you came to know RHI.
Well, it started, if you're asking me first, it started with me. This coming summer will be 7 years ago. I woke up within these walls from an accident. So as a patient, this is how I learned about RHI, and I am very glad I did. So yes, as I look back at what all I've learned, I did not know all that had happened to me. So it is a learning experience for me what all had happened to me. So learning of the things is as I learn more about RHI and what RHI had done for me and has done for me is a wonderful thing.
Because you don't remember when you first came to 7 years ago, you were here as an inpatient and you weren't really aware of what was going on?
I did not. I've said this before. Hollywood has changed what I had learned as a med student, what a coma is really like. We all believe that as we're watching the television, someone comes out of a coma and says to whoever's sitting in the seat next to him, "Hey, baby, what you doing? What's going on?" You don't wake up from a coma alert and oriented and know what's going on. Mm-hmm. It is a slow, very slow progress of coming out of your stupor, trying to figure out what's going on and what happened. I would say it was well over a year before I think somebody could have told me over and over and over what happened, but it didn't register what really happened for well over a year. Mm-hmm. And even then, in my delusions, I was still making up stories about what happened, mm-hmm. and the subsequent consequences and things. So it was a learning process for several years after that, trying to put the story together. And even as I asked family members, some of their memory was a little hard for them. So some of the answers were a little hard to try to put it together. So mm-hmm. I have twisted your question enough that I forget what the question was.
No, how you came to know RHI.